What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Emmanuel. I post content about fashion and anything self-improvement. You know, this morning I had this thought, right? I was just thinking. So we are now in March. To start this year, I started this like 6-week program, right? Towards like the beginning of the year. Right now I'm on my 7th week, so I've completed the 6 and I'm going for another 6, so it'll be 12. And this program is my workout, kind of like my workout regimen. And one thing that I noticed this morning when I got up to go to the gym and work out like how I usually do, I had this like sense of fulfillment, but I also had like no urge of not completing the workout, no urge of skipping out on the workout, no urge of just stopping. I had zero urge. And it really made me realize something, that we really underestimate the power of momentum. I want you to really let that sink in real quick. The power of momentum. I think a lot of us struggle with being consistent. I think a lot of us struggle with staying focused. I think a lot of us struggle with doing something long enough to see results, right? And, you know, I realized when I got up today, it's not like I was motivated. It's not like I was hyped. It's not like, yeah, I'm disciplined, but like there was no sense of real motivation to getting up and going to the gym this morning. But what the one thing that urged me, that pushed me to just stay in that mode and go, was the fact that I've been going consistently for 7 weeks straight. And it clicked for me. I said, dang, it's the momentum. It's the momentum that I have right now that's keeping me locked in, that's keeping me focused, that's keeping me disciplined. It's the momentum. I think we really underestimate the power of momentum. I'm just like, dang. We try to be so disciplined. We try to be so motivated. We try to find all these other exterior factors to get us going and things like that. But in reality, if we just focused on building on momentum, or if we just focused on keeping the momentum, we would be killing everything that we put our minds to. You got kinetic energy and you got potential energy, right? So potential energy is pretty much an object at rest, and it has no kinetic energy. Why? Because it's not moving. You got kinetic energy is an object that is moving, right? So if you put a ball, or if you put a person at the top of a hill, right? As that person is sitting at that top of the hill, it has a whole bunch of potential energy stored. It has zero kinetic energy, meaning it's not moving, right? As soon as that person starts rolling down that hill, kinetic energy increases as it goes down. So, to bring this back to real world examples, think about back in the day when people used to have Snapchat, right? And Snapchat used to have this thing with streaks. Well, the streaks kept, the count or whatnot. It's kind of the same thing. The fact that you kept seeing that number going up, it made you want to keep it up. Like you were trying your hardest not to mess up the streak. It's the same thing when it comes to life. You get what I'm saying? Except there's a lot bigger reward in life than there was on Snapchat, right? Because if you think about it, as you're moving, as you're building momentum, you got to think about it. Every day that you do what you say, you go to work, you work hard, you hit the gym. You got to think about it. Every day, each day, your momentum increases and the kinetic energy increases as well. But the issue about daily progression is that because you don't see a big breakthrough right away, you don't think anything is happening. But if you think about when you have a block of ice, right, and you apply some heat behind it, well, once you apply that heat behind the block of ice, it doesn't automatically turn straight into water. No, it gradually gets there. It gradually gets there, and before you know it, the block of ice will no longer be there. It'll just be probably like a puddle of water. It's the same thing in life. It's the same thing with your business. It's the same thing with the gym. Each and every day that you are building upon the next day, one day after another, momentum increases, kinetic energy increases, and then at some point, something crazy will happen. And what that is your breakthrough. That's when you start seeing real muscle. That's when you start seeing real gains. That's when people start complimenting and be like, oh, they see. That's when your business hits a milestone. That's when you blow up. That's when everything happens. You could apply this concept to every aspect of life. Like, one thing that I notice in my life is when I read my Bible, I'm more likely to make better decisions throughout my day. And it's like one decision that stemmed from the essential decision of me deciding to read my Bible in the morning leads to me listening to gospel on my way to work. Then when I get to work, the energy's different. There's certain conversations that I won't entertain at work. There's certain things that I won't even get into that day. And if I go and I end the day off with some prayer or whatnot, I wake up and I do it again. It just leads on. It rolls over. Then boom, I reach a spiritual breakthrough. And I feel like I'm in a completely different atmosphere, a completely different stratosphere. It's the same thing. But some of you are so concerned about motivation, so concerned about results right away, you're forgetting the fact that if you just build on one day after another, the breakthrough will be right around the corner. I say this forever. I've been saying this for the longest. It's not about who's the strongest. It's not about who's the fastest. It's not about who's the first. It's not about any of that. At the end of the day, it's about who lasts the longest, who can show up the most. Life is all about showing up. Once you show up for yourself, for your people, all you have to do is worry about showing up. So when you're thinking to yourself, all you gotta tell yourself is, all I gotta do is show up today. Show up today. Show up today. Life is not about all these very complex concepts and ideas and doing all this extra stuff. No, it's about showing up. All you gotta do is show up to work. All you have to do is show up to the gym. All you have to do is show up to the desk and work on your business. All you gotta do is show up, get on your knees and pray to the Lord. All you have to do is show up. You show up one day after another. You show up one day after another, and then boom, the breakthrough is gonna come. Don't focus on being motivated. Don't focus on getting there quickly. Don't focus on how you're gonna go 0 to 100. No, focus on 1, then focus on 2, then focus on 3. All you have to do is show up. The power of momentum will carry you through life. Don't underestimate it. It will carry you through life. I'm telling y'all, man, when I look at my life and I look at the places that I've been and the places that I've come from and the place that I'm at, by all means, I don't think I'm this big hot shot. By all means, I have yet to even scratch the surface on the things that I want to achieve in this life. But when I look back and see where I've come, bro, the momentum has carried me through these last 8 years. It hasn't been easy, but the momentum, I've been at it for so long, it's like you can't stop. I understand that the ball is rolling. It's the same thing with Instagram. Like, I noticed one thing about Instagram, social media, when you're posting every day, then boom, one day the video just goes crazy. And then that one video supersedes all the videos that didn't get any views, all the videos that got shitty comments, all the videos that people didn't like. That one video has taken you, and a lot of people is gonna think it's that one video that made it happen. No, it's the days and days and days of showing up and showing up and showing up. You gotta understand, like, God didn't bring you this far to take you this far. So when it gets hard, when it gets tough, just build on that momentum. Today don't gotta be great, but as long as you showed up yesterday, just tell yourself you're gonna show up today. Don't focus on none of that motivation, none of those things. Don't focus on none of that, bro. Just focus on showing up for yourself today. And when you put momentum and you accompany it with discipline, man, I'm trying to keep the ball rolling. Like, I can't stop. It's already going down the hill now. Ain't nothing gonna get in the way. It ain't gonna be me. Once that kinetic energy is going, I'm only looking to increase it. I don't want to go back to potential. So if I was to give you any words of motivation or encouragement today, it's to just simply show up and build on the momentum that you have. Just show up. Just show up.